What's up, everybody? Midjourney Fast Hours podcast. After dark, baby. Turn off the lights. Rory, turn off the lights.
I can't. This is the last. This is also probably the last after dark we'll be recording in my my lounge in my building. Hopefully, I will be able to record at night in a new apartment where
Rory is
I don't have
moving.
my daughter sleeping in my living room.
Yeah, yeah. When we record these at night like this, I mean, it really is a disturbance to your way of life.
It
so
is.
I'm looking
Most
forward
people
to your
don't
new
understand.
place, and I'm sure you are too, man. And it's good to be back. You know, like normally we do this on Friday again, but we're little mic issue there.
Mic
Doing
issue.
a little Thursday night edition. And Midjourney After Dark, like we always do, and I think it's like a good time to kind of jump in to where we left off with the video stuff from last time, right? So last episode we were talking about Loop, we were talking end frame, which had just launched less than, I don't know, maybe 12 hours before we recorded that episode. So we didn't really get a chance to dive deep into that. I think we've both had some time to play around a little bit there, so we can get into that. Catch up with office hours notes, a couple new things coming up during the pipe. I think related to video, we're talking about, I think 720p. I think we're talking about, why don't we do this?
Let's do it. I don't know what you're going to say, but I want to do it.
Let's just do it. Let's just,
do it. All right. Let's just do it.
I feel like, if we're going to get into the office hour, we should have it pulled up. But, yeah, man, I think there's a lot going on. Midjourney just shipped a couple new items too that we'll touch base on. Midjourney TV, like small but big, kind of dope.
Should we just pull it up right now so everyone can see?
Let's do it.
What that
is? I got a tab up right now.
I had it on before. Just like you start watching it, and then I don't know, like 5 minutes later, you're like, why am I still watching it? But it's just sort of mesmerizing.
This is the perfect in the background vibe. So I've got can't see it here, but I've got a TV on the other side here. This is my office down here. I don't usually watch TV or anything when I'm in the zone, in the flow. I do have something visually though, like maybe some scenescapes, and I can do this. This is much cooler than that.
Much cooler. I mean, not the first of its kind. You've had some of these, I think Runway and Google have it, but like this is cooler. This
is dope. I love this.
Yeah.
It's such like one of those like small but big things. And for those of you that are not familiar with this and just hearing about this for the first time, this was covered in office hours yesterday, Wednesday, and this can be found at midjourney.tv. So anybody can pull this up. Cycles through videos, right? So most of these videos are 4 or 5 seconds long. Go to the next one. It's almost like a little bit of that like Coco Melon, no audio for adults here. Like, is that what this is? It's
That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
I don't know. It's cool, right? It's entertaining.
I like it a lot.
It's not, and I think with the movements with AI video and Midjourney video too, like you could see video being like very overwhelming and distracting in some ways. This feels like very like kind of calming and almost like a little bit of like a creative flow in some ways. Cause you just like take a peek at it and you're just like, oh, okay. Like kind of takes you somewhere.
I wish this could be my screensaver on my background. Right. Just like constant loop, if anyone's listening over there at Midjourney and that's even a possibility, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know how that would even work, but just throwing out ideas here. Because this is, like, to me, this is just a great branding piece. You want to put something out that's free and that everyone can see all the work. Everything is about the community. Everything's about, sort of sharing this stuff. Like, bang, free for everyone.
I know. I'm about to go off stealth just so I can be on this somehow. When is it going to be? Do I have to tune in at a certain time? Do I have a notification that hits? Do I have to catch it at the right time here?
You just got to keep watching, dude. Cycle through millions of videos,
right? Till you catch your own.
Seconds.
Oh my god, dude! Seriously,
talk about needle in a haystack. But this was someone asked a question the other day too. I was on office hours for maybe like 15 minutes while I was on the subway until it cut out, and then I got rained on. Regardless,
I saw you on there, buddy.
Did you?
Well, I was on the Discord this time, but I was trying to get on Twitter too, and until I realized that I can't be on both because there's no mute option on the Twitter one. So I was like, shit. But I did see your name up there, and I was like, okay, Rory's in here.
Just know I was riding the subway at that point. I was underground, and it was like cutting out every 5 seconds. But I did hear someone say that if like you open it in 2 separate browsers, it's not the same thing. So like there's 2 separate windows. So it was like, it's like I just have a wall of TVs with that. You find like an agency office or something. Like this would be
perfect. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, if you had like a small office, people come in or something, just got, like there's a nice lounge area.
It's like constant.
What's better than this? Come on. What's better than this?
This is like watching the For You page just on loop, like without having to scroll. It's like, oh, all right, cool.
This was like a nice little pleasant surprise. And then there was the, let's talk about the other update that was there too, which, how much of this have you looked at?
I was waiting for tonight to open it. Fresh reaction.
Really?
Didn't even look. Nope.
Shut up.
Yes,
you serious?
Sorry. I was like, I want it to be fresh now that I saw the update.
Okay. So, I mean, you come into Midjourney now. If you've had the tab open for a while, hit refresh. Now you got a For You button right here. These are personalized explore page options that come up to your feed. So it's supposed to be a little bit more tailored to the things that you like. What's behind that exactly? I don't know how much of that is maybe survey data versus just straight up things that you've liked, or maybe even prompted for, or going into the personalization rating images. I don't know. This though feels like more of a aggregation of the things that I've liked in the Explore feed previously, to me, if I had to take a guess, because I just like good images. Honestly, it doesn't even matter what it is. If I like the aesthetics, I usually heart it. I'm just like, oh, this is dope.
Click on your images real quick. I'm curious to see what the static side looks like for you.
Oh, okay. Yep.
All right. Would you look at that green dropper? I've seen that one before. I
mean, like this, right? Like, I love this. Love the crushed highlights. Love that.
This is all right. So this to me feels very you already. Even that black bottle with the foam and the orange background, that feels like I could see that.
I've never created that, but yeah, I could. I mean,
I have one of your PDFs that has a black bottle on like a slate background with white foam on it.
I know that I remember that one because I remember you telling me, you're like, oh, I love this one.
Yeah, that one specifically.
This looks familiar. That looks like something I've created before. Interesting.
That's cool. Dyad glitch. What's that word? DYAD.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Art style. Cool. I like that. Tokens for days here. Now, what does it say?
Something that consists of 2 elements or parts.
Cool. All right. Throw that.
We just learned a new word today.
I mean, I never heard that word before.
Me either. Where's this word been? Is this a new thing?
I don't know. That one's escaped me for a long time, I guess.
Unbelievable.
You can't say operationalize, but this is that's a new one to me. I feel like this is sort of tailored to you.
There's a lot of products in here. I mean, I don't do too many products.
But from an aesthetic standpoint.
For sure. Yeah.
Take subject out of
colors. The colors.
Yeah. Is it a lot of blue and pink?
No. Which is, oh my God. Don't even get me started.
But that one's sick. What's that one with all the people in top left? That looks like it rendered pretty well for that many people. Or the faces.
We got a long one here.
Chic rooftop, oversized, chunky. Yeah, we got hitting all the categories here.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot of overkill there.
Interesting.
Again, crushed highlights. I love me some crushed highlights. Love me some crushed highlights.
Dude, they know. I feel like
they're on it. They're yeah.
The watermelon and the juice, even though I didn't even see the juice until just now. Oh, you got a goat. There it is. Always got to be a goat reference. When it comes to Midjourney, cats and goats, right? I mean, that's kind of legit. I would like to animate that. Like
that'd be fun.
That's one of those ones. Like, let's see where it goes. But
100%. Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I want to. I definitely want to play more intentionally around with the video stuff now. I feel like just to this point, given my schedule and just kind of like the things I'm putting together, I've just been doing a lot of these style code stuff. Haven't really been creating an abundance of things creatively lately. And I think, like, to me, that's where I really want to go back and historically, like, get in the weeds a little bit. These ones turned out pretty cool. Like this was just a style. This one I added something too, but I mean, very simple. I think this was award-winning illustration of a flower with this style code, and I think I just added the flower, pulls out a cigarette, and lights it. I created these. Remember these 3D icons I created a while back in ChatGPT, and I was just testing the looping on these.
I mean, awesome.
Yeah, pretty dope. I mean, this one's a little funky, but it's still kind of cool though.
I like that. It's like floppy disk style.
Yeah.
Like the actual when they had the disc on the back of the floppy disk. Not just a little slider. For anyone born after 1995, you'll have no idea what we're talking about. But
you also don't know what Oregon Trail is, and I feel sorry for you.
Oh, great throwback there. I mean, that used to be, I died of dysentery like 800 times in my life.
How do you avoid that? I never did figure that out.
Spoiled meat just always seemed to be the problem. That and lemonade stand. I don't know if you had lemonade stand back in the day.
Lemonade stand.
It might have even been like, I feel like I played that on a black screen with green, with just like when green was the only color.
Tell me, I mean, lemonade stand. Tell me what. I'm drawing a blank here.
I'm trying to remember. Like, honestly, it felt like it was just a stand, and you had to just like. If I can't even remember it. I don't know what we did in the game.
Was this like it was like a computer like a game that you had to buy, or it was native to the computer, or like what are we talking about?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember which. I know I played it on school computers, and like the school computers back then.
You played it on the school computers.
Yeah, and it was, those were like.
I like this one. This one turned out pretty well.
Oh, you animated this one. This is all right. Cool. Dude, look at that.
Yeah, it's like an old image, like that's what I was telling you. I was like, I went back and was trying to play with a few images here, like even this one. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I didn't really give it, again, like extreme attention. It's like I prompted for it manually once and then just kind of said, okay.
We need the whole human bouquet thing to come to.
I know. These ones actually turned out pretty fucking funny. This guy's like freaking the fuck out.
Look at that micro eye movement. Like, that's awesome. Shit. Dude, it's something you appreciate that because you don't get it in other ones, like the micro eye movement in that one where his eyes are blinking and also moving side to side. Like, nerd shit here, but like seriously.
I was doing these like Alice in Wonderland ones too.
Previous thumbnail episode.
Yes, it was. Good call, man. Good catch. Hey. Yeah.
I remember because that one popped because that was that one just looked. The colors are awesome.
The colors are dope. I think this was I can't remember. That had to be an SREF. That had to be an SREF. Let's see if we can track that down real quick. So if we go
type in Alice in Wonderland.
Let's go here. Oh, I just grabbed it.
See, this is what would be great is just a reverse image search for some stuff like this, like on here, like in the search feature. I would love that.
I want to see. I'm really curious about this Style Explorer, because what is that? What is that? I mean, is this like a true Explorer where you can find any style based on like selections or words, or is this like maybe you feature like the trending, SREFs, or style codes for that particular time, or what is it? That could be really cool though too, like from a community standpoint, right? Where like maybe there's like curations for power users, right? Where it's like Rory's, handpicked 5 to 10 SREFs, or something like that, like that could be cool. I still think like with Style Explorer, if that were to take place, also like the token thing is still cool to me. I would love to see trending tokens.
Yeah, definitely.
Popular tokens. And then I think internalized, right? Like what are Rory's most popular tokens? What are Drew's most popular tokens? I just think that's really interesting to see.
Going back to what we were talking about before we got on the podcast is like lean into the community, like keep doing it. Like TV thing, that's awesome. Rough, yeah. Like keep going, right? Like that kind of stuff, like a trending token thing, that can't be overly hard, right? I mean, like it's all the data that's being pulled in anyway.
Yeah, that's what I would think that would be. It's relatively
filtering and speaking again, like I know what's going on here and how they work this stuff on the back end, but it would be cool, especially if they have this personalized for you.
No way, is this the only ones that I upscaled? This is an SREF though. Yeah, I remember this. This was one of my favorite SREF codes in SV4. Like the colors here are so sick.
Share that one on the screen so everyone can see it. What do we got?
This is. Let me see if I can blow this up. Can I blow this up? No, it's not going to react to it. Okay, so this is 323 764 5460. And again, just a note, you got to put -SV4 to get this if you're running V7. Otherwise, you're going to get something totally different. You're going to be like, why am I not getting this? And that's what I think people, they sound just like that too. Like I'm getting that a lot. There's like, I keep trying all these and I can't get them. And I'm just like, there's literally only one thing that could possibly be happening here.
This is just the problem with being around the longest, right? Or being around like and adding features and different things that you just have so many, right? Like we get to this point now and everyone's like, I had a conversation with someone I was doing a corporate training the other day, and someone's like, I wasn't even talking about Midjourney. They're like, why does Midjourney have so much stuff? I was like, because they've been around the longest. So you can't just not innovate and iterate on your product and just like keep it still. So you just
I still think they might. I still think they might have the most features.
100%.
Right? I'm not just like missing something there, right?
Even just the control panel itself,
dude. So even just on office hours the other day, right? Like, I mean, we talk about like, quality, right? Probably already forgot about quality. Everybody listening has probably already forgot about quality because it's just like one of those things. It's like one of those extra things you got to include every time.
Yeah.
But same thing with like on office hours, they were talking about blend again. And I was just like, I haven't blended anything in a long time. Like I almost forgot about it, and that's like seriously one of
that's still, you can't do that with version 7 yet, right?
Am I missing that? Don't think so. No. And I think I want to say somebody asked if you're going to be able to do that in this model, and I think they were saying that wasn't going to be the case. Like, no.
How about SREF weighting? I mean, like that's something that you forget that you can do. Like, let me just throw SREF weighting, profile code weighting, like that kind of stuff.
Well, now you're really getting into the weeds. Profile code weighting. I mean, you're talking about what? The 1% of the 1% probably using that stuff.
It works. I like doing it with the SREF stuff though. The SREFs are fun.
Like the SREF's cool. I really probably don't blend as many SREFs together as I probably should. I usually just kind of like look for the one and then I'm like, oh, okay. Like this was definitely one of the favorites from SV4. I remember this one quite well because also you remember the Alice in Wonderland one, but you also probably remember this that was on the cover of one too. Yeah,
there it is.
And it's cool colors, but
it is very rich in the color scheme. The other thing that's been I've gotten back on remixing again, and I feel like I go through like phases where I forget to do it. But then I realize that it's like my favorite thing to do, which is like remix with X, whether that's SREF, mood board, profile code. like style reference or sref code, whatever. I find it's always awesome because it doesn't like totally change everything, but it just brings new vibe to whatever it is. It's like my version of very strong.
I always I know, dude. This is the very first image I've ever created in Midjourney.
Lasso. I remember the lasso days.
Lasso.
Not bad though, man. Yeah, really not bad.
I mean, look at this, like the output. What was this, V4?
Yeah. Would you
Pretty
just
good.
look at it?
Just take a look at it. Just take a look at it.
Think about that. You could only generate in a square. Now you can generate in aspect ratio 12:37.
Was
if
it?
you want to. Yeah.
Was it just square back then?
Just square. Look how you go all the way. You'll probably go to like
You're right.
a couple hundred images up before you can get to anything that was other than square. It's just thinking back to this stuff.
That's crazy. I forgot about that. When did that change? 5?
That's when I had to use Photoshop to get a lot of this stuff to be in different format, like carousels, whatever. You needed to like find some janky upscaler that would work to try and get, to do like the cover of like a carousel on LinkedIn or something like that.
Yeah.
Just to make it fit on the 1200 by 1500, like things we used to do. And
Yeah,
now
man.
it's so simple. But
This was this goes back to like it's trying to do like the Atlanta Hawks on a basketball thing. Yeah, it's wild. Wow.
it's still an awesome aesthetic. Still works. Still rips. Hold on. Now that you do, let me see what my personalized page looks like. Let's see how different it is. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Yeah, let's compare it here.
Let's just check it out. Let's see. All right. Now I'm curious because I haven't looked at mine yet.
I feel like half mine have crushed highlights.
Oh, we have the same image, Drew.
Dude, horror top left. I mean, that's all. That's all you need to know.
What is going on?
I mean, God.
I never one thing. I think I've
but
generated horror,
but I better
12
see a
images.
car soon.
Well, here's one.
Okay, there.
But I have-
Yeah, and there you got
this
one
that's the
below.
same. This
Yeah.
one's me all the way. That's right up my
That's
alley.
dope,
I'm
actually.
Hearting that. That's like exactly what I would be trying to
That's
generate.
dope. That's dope.
This pretty good too. Like right up my alley in terms of like the contrast. What else we got? Oh yeah. All right. Gritty, rough,
Gritty.
always.
Cars.
Yes. Cars,
Yeah.
Some stuff here. Some of the stuff like, I'm probably not me. Quiz, I think.
That's
we
you,
had
man.
on yours. This one was on yours. This one was on yours. Let's see. I remember seeing a couple of these on yours, but
Yeah.
interesting. Let me see if the videos are the same. All right, a little different. This makes a little
Wait,
bit
go
more
to
sense.
go to videos. I can't see your videos now.
Oh, you can't see it? It's on it right now.
Uh-uh.
No? Huh. Let's stop. Let's bring it back. Because these are actually pretty good. I'm into this stuff.
Bring it back.
All right.
Okay,
Now?
now I can see it. Yep.
Skateboard.
Yeah.
Sick.
Our top 2 rows are totally different.
This one's pretty cool. I like the texture in this one. What is this? This is all right. This is, yeah. I think this hits. Are we not rolling here? There we go. All right. Cool. Swag. These are so interesting. Like I'm definitely going to, I feel like I'm probably going to look at it even more now because I'm just
100%.
so into
I mean,
this stuff.
I mean, just from an educational standpoint, this is a new feature, right? And so I like to see outside of the box, and I know you too. I'm just talking for both of us here, really. But like, I like to see all the different variations that are possible, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's not just going to happen with the things that I've got going on. Right. I mean, this is where it comes down. This is why we've been preaching from the beginning of how powerful the Explorer and search and all that stuff is, because this is educational material, especially if you're using this stuff day in and day out. And especially if you're using this stuff at a client project, doesn't even have to be a client, but like, let's just say you're internally and you use this for a project. This is how you get better. Cause I mean, it's just like, oh, how does it do that? Right. Like, and then you can get into, was that manually prompted or did that just kind of happen by luck? And if it happened by luck, what was set up for it to happen by luck? Right. Because there's a difference between somebody saying something, 50 words about something, and then somebody saying 2 words about something and then getting a result, right? It's like, okay, well, that could happen, but how many times did it take to get that, right?
Yeah. Makes it
but this is not only fun, but you're absorbing all of the versatility that could take place with your own stuff. This is the type of stuff that gets me thinking.
It's so interesting. Like I love when people's brains go into these weird places, right? Where it's like, where did you even, like, what caused this thought? Where did this thought come from? Hoarders, right?
Yeah.
Cell phone selfie of an extremely overweight couple in a dirty apartment room. Okay. Interesting thought process.
The other thing too that they added, I don't know if this was between last week or not, but I wasn't seeing it for a while after they said this, but you can download videos as GIFs here.
You can on
yes.
Here?
Yeah.
On the Explore page?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Where?
Yeah. I mean, you can click into one and then just right click, or you might even be able to right click from there.
Oh, you can. You can download raw video, download for social. Okay. Did not know that.
I know. I didn't either, because even earlier today, I was taking videos that I made to put it, then go into Adobe to transfer them to a GIF. So, yeah, that's possible.
All interesting things here. Like, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time now because it actually feels like stuff that I like, which is, I've always had somewhat of a, like, I never felt like the top, or like the top week, maybe like top month, I'd find like a bunch that I'd like, in this stuff, but like I never felt like the hot or whatever, or like this is like, I like how this looks, but I'm never gonna prompt for that. You know what I mean?
Right. See, that's like half my shit. I'm like, I'm gonna like this because maybe one day I'll want to create something like that, and now I've got some inspiration. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, okay,
like I like this. I'm probably not.
I've seen that Dalmatian porcelain dog somewhere before. I don't know where.
See,
same with that guitar on the left.
This again, I like this. But I'm like never going here. You know what I mean? As weird as that sounds, and not because I don't like it, just because it's not something that's in my thought process day to day. But that's a good thing, though. Probably, I'm just not as a habitual of user of the Explore page.
Habitual.
Hey, got to throw one SAT word in there. But dude, right
Diad.
after,
Is it diad or dyad?
I think it might be dyad. If I had to guess, someone in the comments, please correct us if we're wrong.
They don't know. Come on, man.
Don't underestimate.
No one knows.
I think
it's dyad.
So
it's dyad.
This from last week, right? Going back into the video stuff. Now that they released Keyframes, I wanted to test them sort of in the same way that I used to test like Runway or Luma, whatever. So similar things happened, right? Like similar things happened, which makes it a little bit more palatable to sort of get up to speed, because it's like, okay, I can expect the same exact thing. So, we talked about it last week. It was like, oh, can you extend and add another frame? So right after that episode, I was just like, bang, right on it. Let's go do a car video, like let's go do it.
Yep.
And it worked really well. Pretty easy, not too hard, but there's a few things. I'll just pull up I'll pull up my thing on Twitter because it's actually easy to read.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, just to recap, in case you guys aren't sure. So last week, we were talking about not extending, but we were talking about taking the last frame, then switching that to the start frame, and then yada, yada, yada. Go on. And so we did do like a live experiment last week on that, just to see, kind of what that would result in. We didn't really have a great example that we were doing, because we always do this live. We don't prep for this, guys, for better, for worse. We do it live, baby. But that was pretty cool to see, right? Like, and so you're saying with this specifically, that was what you did. You took the end frame, repositioned it as start frame, ran it, repeat, rinse and repeat.
So there was to this one, I was like, all right, let me see if I can just get this. I did this in 15 minutes. So some of it's good, some of it's bad. But like really the idea here was like, I have this like static image of this, right? Start here. But if I want to get it to, I was like, let me get it driving through different locations, but I want like the transition to happen, right? Nice and smooth. So you can see like, we go from the jungle and then I added this in after the fact, but then you're in the mountains, like you don't even know it really. And then it's just like switch, zoom, desert. And then we have switch, zoom, like into city, bang. And then back to the warehouse.
Yeah. But it's pretty cool.
So the fun thing here to do, and this is with keyframes, this tends to work really well. If you want to do something like this specifically, you can remove the background like this, remove the background and regenerate, right? So you can end up with, especially in Midjourney's editor, just like same car, it'll keep everything consistent because things in keyframes, like consistency wise, like if this patch wasn't on like the side window here, which I don't even know what that is, but like if that's not in it from shot to shot, like you'll see it like morph into place. It looks weird because you're using keyframes. It's going to like force it in. But little tip for keyframes, if you have something if you have a subject or something that's center framed like this, right? If you go and put another keyframe in that has a center framed sort of image, they're going to stay like almost relatively the same. Like there's not going to be a lot of movement. So, like I always try to like build in. If you see like these images as I regenerated them, like the car's not in the center. There's just like they're like a little bit off. It like gives them some room, like especially with car shots like this. Like it gives it some room to travel. So if this was keyframe 1 and this was keyframe 2, like you can see that there's space for it to move, if that makes sense. So, like you just want like a little bit of dynamic there, because if not, it'll just be like if I was trying to do this and put the car in the middle every time, the car would like stop in the middle of the frame and stop, and then it would drive and then stop in the middle of the frame. It won't like continuously move. So same thing if you have like a person and a person, like, oh, this person's walking and doing whatever, and then your next keyframe, they're like directly in the center. Like they're not going to really move that much. They're just going to kind of like stop and freeze at the end frame. They're not going to like continue the motion. So it's hard to show that without showing that. But I saw some other people that had like redid this style video, and it was like, okay, this would drive, and then it would end up right in the center of the frame and like almost like park instead of keep driving, and it wouldn't be like seamless from one thing to the next. Because like here, keyframe on the right side. Now this one I dropped in, the car's on the left side. Now it's on the right side. Now it's on the left side. So it gives it like some space.
I like that. That's smart. Yeah, that's smart.
These are from dealing with Runway for a long time, Luma, like just doing keyframes and being like, why won't this stuff like work the way I want it to? So little tip for everyone there. That's like if you're not getting like enough movement between frame to frame, like sometimes you need to like play with the composition a little bit. And it doesn't have to be that extreme. It could just be like, make, like an editor, just move the image over a couple inches and then like regenerate part of the side, or a couple, maybe just shift it over, crop it out, and then so you get something a little bit different. But not to diatribe.
Hey, no, that's good though. Like you brought up one other interesting point, which is removing background.
Yeah,
that's easy now. That's easy now in Midjourney, right? I think people like going back to this feature. You forget things. Piece, right? Smart select. I don't do this a ton, but I can basically take this. I can select what I want, and it's grabbing the pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, I've got my subject, erase background. Okay. So, I mean, like, I think that's just like interesting because, I mean, that rolled out. No one's thought twice about that unless you're using it all the time. Mm-hmm. I barely think about it. So just a reminder that that's all there. And if you have the chance to do things in Tool, obviously that's even better, right? So it's just like another one of those reminders of, yeah, I can erase background, could take subject out, do all that cool shit. Although, that Photoshop thing, finally, harmonize. Let's go, baby.
What?
Let's go.
Like, why did it take 3 years?
Why,
like, that's the only thing they should have been working on. Is like, that's like, honestly.
You ever had a composite before? Oh, boy.
Really, the only thing that was needed, like match lighting. Like,
yeah. Boy, you used to have me going in there with the curves, with the levels, with the, man, everything.
Get the burn tool, the dodge tool, get in there and like, let me add the shadow. Oh, it's not the same like thickness of the shadow. Like, it's not the same angle. Like, oh, God, kill me. Like, it is the worst. Nothing, unless you've grinded in Photoshop before for a project, like, I feel like that's like a rite of passage in the design world. Just like,
oh my God, dude, let me get all those hours back.
Go erase a background before magic erase with someone with frizzy hair. Like,
yeah.
Tell me how much you love your job. Like that might be the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Like that stuff. But, not to mention, I mean, like, I tried it. It works. To me, it's still just like, it could be better. Like for Adobe, it's not still subscribe to the product.
So, I mean, still in beta.
Can't get rid
still
of
in beta.
Yeah.
Also, so I mean, it's it's not even completely finished, and it's taken this long. So
I talk so much smack about Adobe, yet I still pay them every month. I've still been paying them.
Same. Still paying them.
Still can't get rid of it. I mean, it at the end of the day, it is a good deal. Like the creative. Do you have the Creative Cloud or just Photoshop?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I have the Creative Cloud. Like I think it's 10. Is it $10? $12?
Well, there's the one. I think I'm on the $50 one. The $50 one.
I definitely don't have that, and I don't need that. The only things I think I have are Photoshop, Lightroom, Camera Raw, of course, but Camera Raw's in Photoshop. Is there one more?
You just have the Photoshop one. Yeah, because I have the
maybe one more, but that's all I use though. So, but I mean, it's like $10. I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting rid of that.
They've built lifers and we can't get off it. So, this one, I just hope like this is the direction. Like you see it, everyone's excited about it. Like go this route, like make it easier for compositing. Like really, that's all it is. Like we don't need like a bunch of other like random stuff. There's no need. Bring in, if you're going to work on the AI stuff, just use the other tools APIs. They're like you've been doing, like they just started doing that, right? Bringing that stuff in. So people ask me about Firefly. I'm just like, I can't. Like it's not up to par. I'm probably biased because it's Adobe too. Like if it was like some random, like no name startup, I'd be like, it's okay. But it's Adobe, so I'm like, I like immediately say like this sucks. I can't use it because they should be like. If Adobe, if you're listening, be better. Be better.
Well,
that's it.
Be faster.
Be something.
I mean, they got more resources and revenue than anybody in that game.
Too much product bloat. Like that's it. It's just you have like I don't know, what do they have? 60 products or something like that. Each product is so intense.
For sure.
It's like how do you even know what to focus on?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's got to be time to sunset some of those products and think about products that consolidate the workflow. Yeah. But let's go back to this office hour notes. There's a couple other things that we haven't touched on too. So we did talk about the Style Explorer. That's targeted as the next broad release, they say, with richer style control ideas sketched for later versions. Dedicated mood board tab is under consideration. So more users discover the feature. There was a mood board refresh update, improved performance, especially when using weight factors.
What?
Okay.
Wait.
Turbo.
They're gonna hold on. Go back 1 second. So
you know what? Features? I need to. Yeah, let me share this. Let me share this again. Yeah, weighting features.
So you can like put two mood boards in and say like I want 2 to 1 of this one.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'm down.
But I mean, I thought that was already possible.
Mood boards? I don't think so. You can do a personalization
with weighting.
profiles. Yeah. I haven't been able to do it with mood boards unless I'm missing something.
I can't even remember because I haven't used mood boards in a while. Oh, shame on me. I don't know the exact answer.
Doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. Either way, moot point because it's there.
Cool.
Video turbo mode. They're working on shortens generation from 68 seconds to 20 seconds. Remember we were talking about that 720p? We weren't sure if that was already live or not, so it's not live yet. In testing, debated likely just for mega plan users. Mm-hmm. Team is benchmarking against improved upscalers before deciding. Significantly more expensive.
Here's a random question.
Yeah.
Did they release a mega plan now? Like, is that actually
well the mega plan's been out.
Is that the $90 a month one, or is there like mega, which is like bigger than that?
No, that you're on the. How many fast hours you get? 90 or something.
I'm 90? On the top, whatever the top tier one is.
I know. That's 90, right?
I gotta. Hold on one second. I'm gonna do some side research, side quest, real quick.
Yeah. So I mean, Mega's been around for a while, but that's the top one, right? Because you got like basic, standard, pro, and Mega.
Basic, standard, pro. Then maybe I missed that one because maybe I'm just on pro.
No, you're not. There's no way.
I think so.
No, there's no way you're on pro.
Let's take a quick.
I'll bet you your apartment you're not on pro.
Oof. I don't think you want it. You want it? We'll trade then. I'll take your house. Let's see. Manage subscription.
You're on Mega. You're on Mega, bro.
I'm on the Mega plan. All right.
Come on, stop.
I don't know. I didn't know if there was like some super secret 500 fast hour a month plan that I wasn't aware of yet.
I don't know. There might be. I don't know. I don't know.
With a video now too. I get scared.
I don't know
because I'm like, am I going to run through after last month? I've been traumatized. Like,
yeah, that was kind of worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so the video thing. Price drop possibility. Listening to Office Hours 2, I think it's really interesting to hear David's perspective on it. He sees there being like just this huge ceiling that's still attainable with video, across the board in terms of quality, in terms of consistency, in terms of audio, right?
Sounded like they were that was what I caught on the audio side. It was like maybe. It felt
and when they first brought that up, it was like this little wisp in the wind where they're like, "Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe we do something lo-fi, But like the Midjourney TV, you don't need sound for that.
No,
would prefer no sound on that. That said, sound is a Rubicon moment, I think, with video because I think VO's got good sound. But there's also no one else really doing sound like that right now. So what is the bar there, right? I now you hear the same sort of tone and voices with a lot of the VO stuff. It's like the same sounds. And so now you can pick it up really.
That's why.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
You have to like be specific about it with those
about the voice.
We added like tonality, sort of like dictation.
What do you
say?
Like
that.
What do you say?
So I'll describe the tone of voice. Like I'll put for something like I did one of like Starbucks. Like I did this like spot on VO3 with Starbucks where it was like all these random orders, like a cash. The idea is the cashier just hears all these stupid Starbucks orders and ends up going to Dunkin' Donuts, and the guy just orders a straight black coffee and he's happy. Instead of like a double ice mochaccino latte with like 16 sugars and 5 whatevers. And regardless, but like there's one scene where I have a guy that's like he's like a large overweight man, but he's like a super intellectual, and I like put the tonality as like soft voice feminine like style, like so he has like this very like calm and soft demeanor. But then there's like a guy that has like a liver is king shirt on, and he's like super jacked like angry man bro, like give me an iced coffee with like raw milk, no seed oil. but like I told in his like super deep, like raspy, testosterone laden voice, and it like comes out. So those are like the things now, like what you didn't have to prompt for before, like when it came to video, like now you have to take into account sound.
Well, I just gave you a post
sound.
idea right there. Why don't you start cracking the nut on how to prompt for voice tonality?
Done. Easy. I mean, that. Don't be surprised if you see it on the feed tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah, but I mean, like the sound thing, I think it's got to come. It's got to come. Yeah. Might as well start working on it sooner rather than later. I think they probably already are. They're probably exploring that.
The one thing with VO which makes it I will say this, because this is where, Midjourney, if you want to take, again, these are things that we never know we wanted. We didn't know we wanted text until like ChatGPT could do text, right? Like I didn't know I wanted or needed that, but then I was like, I want it. Now that VO3 has sound and dialogue, I don't want to go back to like manually adding my own sound. It's such a process, and I think that's why everyone's so obsessed with VO. Because if you had to think about like, if I wanted to get a scene of someone talking, right? Like I used to like to do that. You had to have before text to video was good enough. Like if you wanted to go image to video, right? Create the image, had to create the video. Then you had to go and then create a voice on 11 Labs, and then you had to go and generate the voice with the script. Then you had to go back to the video and lip sync it. Then you had to go to Audio and add the sound, or go to another library. It's like 7 steps. Now it's just a prompt. So it's like you see like it solved a pain point without really knowing that it's solving a pain point, right? Like I don't know if they were like, this is exactly what we're trying to do, but maybe they did. It's Google, so I don't know. But I think serving as that Midjourney, like the sound is appreciated. Yeah. It's not necessary, but it's appreciated.
Yeah.
That's just my thoughts.
I'm very curious about that. There's also this piece, potential addition of chaos and prompt variations awaiting approval. Addition of chaos.
That's what I'm looking for. Like this is what I was hoping for when we talked about this. Like, can we add like stylize to video? Can we add
you start to get a little bit of like, now you've opened this box where there's 1,000 different ways to go. Micro decisions. There you go.
This is it. But I love that because no other tool has that.
Yeah, right? That's right.
Kling has a slider. I don't know if they still have it or not.
Oh, here you go.
The previous reference.
Here's what we were just talking about. Ideas circulating around audio layers for video, non-voice, but short-term feasibility is unclear. But I do think even that is a nice little next step. I don't always need voice, and that's just dependent on having an actual person in your prompt. I mean, you don't, or just the type of vibe that you're going for. But
see, the reason why I think it could be hard with Midjourney, right, is because there's so much abstract. Like, there's so much abstract. Like, what are you going to add a sound for in some of these images? Right? Some of your SREF code images, you're like, what's the sound going to be? You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's tough in that regard. I get that. But, anything, sound on, sound off.
Sounded like they were pushing the upscaler back, delayed, postpone on the video thing.
Don't need it.
So let's see. Well, the internal debate, but on the office hours, they did say that was kind of take a back seat. In-house upscalers a month behind.
I will just throw the straight up opinion out there. I'm still a fan of having the 480 currently, like, and getting more of it. I'd rather have more generations than less, especially with this tool. So I just want to animate everything.
Same. And it fits the Midjourney vibe.
Yeah.
Like, more.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to run into caps all the time. I don't want to run into walls and milestones take me out of flow. I don't have to think about every single prompt that I'm putting in and worry about am I running out of credits.
Yeah. Like, there's enough ways to get it to 720 if you wanted it to 720. And it's really not a bad 480, to be honest. Like, it's not a bad 480. I've seen worse.
No, it's not. It's
I've
not.
seen worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
It still looks good. It's smooth, even at 24 frames a second, not even at it. Just like at 24 frames a second, it looks smooth. It doesn't look like, like some of the wand stuff. I don't know if for anyone who's in, on the video side, like some of the wand stuff that outputs at like 18 frames a second, like on some of these other tools. Not anyone here who's listening and does open source stuff and uses wand, like you're excluded from the conversation. But like for anyone that's tried to use wand on like one of the holding tools like Kriya or whatever, it comes out at 18 frames a second. It looks like stop motion almost because you're so used to 24. But I'll take this sidebar out on the video. We'll end my rant there on that. But is this we're back in Midjourney TV?
Yeah, back in we pretty much got through office hour notes. Other thing is secret projects. We're nothing new, still secret. There you go.
Still secret. Update. Didn't need to know that, but we're good. Just tell us when it's done.
Yeah, I've always felt end of the year is a big time for Midge. I just feel like they always kind of push October, November, sometimes December.
Did you listen to the full office hours?
No, I rarely get a chance to listen to it in full.
Yeah.
And it also coincides with when I got to pick up the kids from school. So most of the time I only catch like parts of it.
So there was
wow,
two things I caught. That is good. There was two things I caught that were interesting. Between me losing service on and off in the subway, one was, I believe David said they're considering a 2.5 second model version of the video, which I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's right.
But again, like no one really does that, which I'm like down with. I feel like Pika might have something like that. I haven't been on Pika in a while, but like sometimes shots don't require 5 seconds. Like things you're trying to do, like especially if you're trying to do like something in the filmmaking process, you might not need 5 seconds because sometimes 5 seconds draws it out. Like for this is a random thing, right? Like if we're doing marketing wise, like I've been dealing with this issue trying to do hooks for YouTube ads, right? So if anyone's not familiar with a hook, what it is, it's like the first 2 seconds of a video, and a lot of times it has to be fast. It has to be sort of like shocking in that sense. But if you have it on, like you're trying to do with VO, it's an 8-second generation. So like it tries to extend it and you can't get it in the same sort of like speed or shock factor.
Yeah.
So something like this, I could be like, oh, all right, cool. So, these are just random things.
Also, Vine, speaking of short snippets, did you see Elon saying Vine's going to come back?
Need it. I would love it. I miss all of my Vines that I had, and then they deleted the app.
But he said it was going to come back AI powered, so I wonder if that's with video short snippets.
Huh. I just want my old Vine data back. Like I want my old videos. They were hilarious.
You had some?
We were in the heyday of like being idiots. Like we were, I think that was either senior year of college or like right after.
Oh, okay.
So we had like
Vine for me was outside of college, bro.
How old are you?
So I was watching. 37? I wasn't creating.
Are you 37 or 38?
39.
No way.
Yeah, turned 40 in February. Yeah, dude. Coming up. 6 months.
We're gonna have to throw a party on here,
dude. For real.
That's real deal. All right.
Real deal, baby.
Okay. So yeah, I'm 3 years younger than you then, so that is right.
I know though, yeah, because I was probably like 24, and I think you're yeah.
It was short lived. Have you seen this stuff, by the way? That like the 2000s is now coming back into like popular culture, like all the 2000s stuff. So I saw that like either it was, I don't know if it was Abercrombie and Fitch or like one of those outfits just released their 2000s line. It's like all this stuff, and like I've seen.
Oh, really?
Because New York's very like everything's fashion, right? So I've seen.
I was such an Abercrombie guy in high school, man. Oh my god!
If I start seeing double polo with the 2 pop collars, I'm gonna be like,
hey,
come on. If we start getting like spiky gelled hair,
just
again,
know that I was popping collars long before that. I already got the proof. Remember, I showed you that picture.
You did show me the proof.
5, 6 popping. Yeah. But no, but you know what? Abercrombie is an interesting story. Like they were dead. I don't know all the details. I don't know if they actually went bankrupt or not. Like I don't know if they didn't, they were close. And then they started making this comeback. And for a while, too, they were pricing things super, super cheap. And a couple years ago, I started buying a couple shirts from them. Like they've got this like soft AF line where it's like these really soft T-shirts. And they were great.
Good brand.
They were great. I haven't bought anything since, but like I've got a few of those shirts. And yeah, man, it's like I just saw somebody today, like I think on my LinkedIn feed, like they just started a job there. I was like in their corporate office.
Whoever came up
Not being naked
AF.
outside the store, you know.
But I'm like low key really liking the name Soft AF. I mean,
Right.
that's just right on point.
Dude, those shirts are great.
I dig that. That's almost as good as like I didn't even realize that American Apparel still existed until the Sydney Sweeney commercial. Like,
Yeah.
it was like,
Yeah.
wait, they're still here.
Are you a like? Do you like heavyweight T-shirts?
Of course, that's all I wear. Yeah,
Do you like oversized T-shirts?
I haven't grown up. I haven't like moved past the '90s, dude.
Okay. do you buy Uniqlo?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Dude, Uniqlo's got an oversized tee that I've bought. I'm wearing one right now. I've got 6 or 7 of just the whites. Like they're so good. They're and they're $15. I'm just like, yo, this is
ASOS.
insane.
ASOS.
Yeah, I've been on ASOS in a while. But man, oh my God. Heavyweight tee.
Nothing made me happier when flap rim snapbacks came back into the thing, and I'm like, oh, got it. It was like crew neck sweatshirts back. I'm like, oh, haven't stopped wearing them in 30 years. We're good.
You wear them long enough, they come back. That's the beauty.
I was so pissed about the hooded, like the zippered hoodies when everyone started wearing those. I was like, this isn't a hoodie. Like a hoodie's like you need like big, comfy. Like this thing's supposed to like hug you. I don't want a zipper. If it's a zipper, it's too warm for a sweatshirt.
Okay. Zipper to begin with is a no, and if it's a metal zipper, hell no. I'm wearing my hoodies most of the time without a shirt underneath the hoodie.
Yeah.
So
I think it's supposed to be.
You're not putting that cold ass metal on my. What are we doing?
Yeah. You guys come here for Midjourney advice. You're going to get fashion advice, whether you like it or not.
You're going to get sunscreen advice. You're going to get
sunscreen advice.
Avoiding stepping on nail advice. You're going to get don't break your toe advice here. Like, go through it all.
Here's another plug. If you don't know about anything that we're talking about, nail in the foot advice as well, we do have a chat buddy for this for this podcast.
Look at you.
Like that plug.
I should
you
bring
can
that
find
up.
the episode. You go find that.
We
have
link
all
it.
of our episodes cataloged in here. But that's
we could come up with a new name too. It doesn't have to be Buddy. But
I kind of like Buddy guy.
Okay. All right.
It goes back to our heavyweights conversation. Another episode that we had in here.
Yes.
Go back to the.
Have Drew and Rory ever talked about heavyweights?
Let's see if it's got it in
Don't
there.
fail me in the moment.
Perfect.
What's going
Perfect
on?
timing. Just like
There we go. Oh my God, what are we doing here?
looks like the search tool is being a bit dramatic.
What is going on right now?
Hold on, whoa, hold on. Looks like the search tool is being a bit dramatic and refusing to cooperate. While I sort that out, I can still break down omni-reference.
No, I didn't ask about omni-reference. Oh my God, here we go.
Our plug has gone way wrong.
It died on the.
Gone off the rails.
It's probably ChatGPT though. What are we doing here?
Was that just like a bot takeover right there?
What was? I've never seen anything.
That was
like
weird,
that
man. That was like was that like another Chat GPT coming into like monitor Chat GPT? It was like,
dude, that was weird. Was it not?
This other one's refusing to respond. It was like, how many of you are there? I'm having a hard time.
Oh, that's a lie.
No, we took it.
What about Ben Stiller?
Now we're know that it's lying. There must be some. That was the weirdest response I've ever seen from ChatGPT.
Yes, Ben Stiller definitely came up.
Get on the scale.
There it is. They went on a nostalgic tangent about heavyweights, calling it one of Stiller's early gems. They joked about iconic lines like "Get on the scale, get off the scale," bro, and buddy. Dude, that's pretty good.
So, dude, you're branding without even knowing you're branding at this point. It's very it's just second nature to you. But the other, should we even mention before we try to do anything else here? Should we mention Aleph or anything like that from Runway? I think that's also, if anyone's not familiar with that stuff, pretty big update from Runway.
Yeah.
Video to video editing, which is like, if you're, they're marketing.
Here, while you're talking, go ahead and talk about it, Rory. I'll pull like an example up here somewhere.
So, like, Runway's market is definitely the filmmaking and the professional side of things.
Here's one that Heather did. Kind of cool.
It's really cool. Like Aleph, to me that's the coolest thing that it does, is that if you have, first off, number one, it's in a chat. It's in a chat feature. So like you're doing it within chat, so it's a lot less like intimidating from like a prompting or like usability standpoint. But this to me is one of the coolest things I've seen to date, which is just like drop a video in and say, give me a different perspective. It's like,
because it's kind of like
cool.
it's kind of like the cousin of what we talked about with the still image, right? Where it's like this idea that you could drag and rotate and move up and down and around some subject or scene, and this is kind of accomplished that on the video side, right? It's like almost, this idea of like inversion in a sense, like you're so focused on what you can see, but you're not thinking about what you can't see.
Yeah.
Right. And there was some photographer for a while that, stupid, but kind of cool at the same time, where like they would go to famous sites to take photos of like the famous thing, but they would post the photo of like what's facing the opposite way of that, right? The environment of it versus like what everybody goes there to see, and this is kind of like that, right? It's like, oh, well, what's, like this woman's walking down the street, but like who's behind her? What is she looking at in front of her? Like how high up do these buildings go? Which is kind of like this one with the bird's eye or top down view. So it's pretty cool. Like I think this is, I know it's been getting hyped up, but it's hard to tell, right? Because we kind of feel like we're in our own echo chamber sometimes with the people we follow, but this one's worth it. This feels like one of those like really, really good updates that is novel and needed.
Because like, to me, like Runway, this sounds crazy to say this. Like Runway's redemption was their image side. Like out of nowhere, it was because I think Gen 3 Gen 4 was just like so overlooked because it was spashed in between all these other crazy models that came out. And it's not, if I'm being honest, it's not as visually capable as some of the other models, but references is very good. Like it's, to me, from the best in context one image model. Like I give you one image, you can create from that image. Like I think, Midjourney, I love you. It's not if I wanted to put a product in there and go from image to image, it's not going to happen. And I know that's not their use case and they don't care about that. But Runway, if you want to have consistency from scene to scene, if someone's holding a cup that says Steve on it, like that cup needs to be shot to shot. Like if it's just, random, if you're trying to tell a story, like sometimes that's just the best way to do it.
Here's a Rory Flynn one. Now this isn't Aleph, but
this is diagram.
But this one, we didn't even touch on this one. This might have been my favorite one. The way this whips.
Well, that's, if you look at the diagram, right? So if anyone's not familiar with this, you can basically take an image for VO3. You can draw a little diagram on it in whatever program, Canva, Figma, whatever, and sort of like tell it what to do in the image. Versus like writing a really long text prompt. So this one, I'm basically like telling the car. Why don't they natively build that into these tools though? I should now. Right? It's like it works. So why? Yeah. Like Runway did that. Like Runway saw what people were doing with sketch to image and like built that in. It's like smart, you know? So this one is basically like cars approaching rapidly. And then it's like I put the sort of like the angle where the car would be drifting around the turn, and then would have it, you know, the third one up there in the top left says camera follows the car around the turn. This historically is a crazy hard image to do for any video generator because it's just not. It's the dimensions are kind of warped, right? Like it's a crazy sort of loop
a lot
angle.
could go wrong with that.
So like providing that plus a little text prompt, like that made it happen, and I added 3 camera motions in there at the same time, saying like pull back, push in, you know, chase. So this one was bringing back motion for us, right? Like it just kind of put the arrow in there to be like to test the theory, which everyone's like, I don't know if it's actually doing anything or if it's just a text prompt. It's like, well, here we put the arrow, and I said follow the arrow, and it followed the arrow. So it is listening.
You can see that here. Remove the arrow after one frame, immediately delete. Yeah. I mean, those are super cool. Here's another one here. This one was cool because Dave, I think, actually took this one was with his phone.
Yeah.
And then took that in.
Added an explosion.
Like, and it's just like this one was interesting to me because it's like now I could take literally just a shit video that you wouldn't even think twice about and tell a story with AI.
Yeah.
Right away. Like, you know what I mean? Like that was like, oh, okay, shit, that's kind of crazy. But
if you go to my profile real quick, search. I have a couple examples on here of a few different use cases for Aleph. I just did like a quick video. You might have to scroll through a thread or two here. It's after this one. That right there, down, right there with the orange car. So, like, this is just a way to, again, like changing backgrounds. This is the different perspective. Same guy with a giant Spartan helmet. This one I changed myself, but made myself a clown. Right? Like you can change these. You can change. Like I was just so impressed with the change the angle thing, which is to me crazy. Like even you see here, the spear comes out at the same time on all 3. Here we're drinking. I'm in a pink tank top and also a clown. So, like, there's the only bad thing I will say. It's not bad. It's just things you got to work around. It's only 5-second output, so that's it. You can't put a longer video in there. And expect anything. Best way to get around that is to speed ramp your video. Oh, if you want to see the Sydney Sweeney outtakes, I don't know if you saw those. Did I send those to you?
I saw those. Yeah.
All right. That was I think that was Minimax that I used here. Just doing my little, rendition on this commercial because why not? It's, I thought the car that they used here, of course, was epic. I was like, you're gonna run with the Shelby Mustang and just hit that gas like real quick, and I was like, ooh, the sound was so good in that commercial, and like we all know what we're thinking, but seriously, the sound was really good too.
Jeez,
but, dude, the Aleph thing is just. You're gonna see, like you saw Luma respond to it right away. Watch that be the cascading effect, like with everyone else now.
Hey, one other shout out before we go. Ideogram, haven't tried that yet, but apparently might have one of the better mini LoRa train on your face models there are right now. Said they can do it with one image. Heard from a few people. It says pretty good. The quality's a little low.
I've heard you have to it's just the face. So from people who have used it, said it's just the face. It like sort of masks the face, and like you can't. It's like not the clothes. It's like not taking like character for character. Like it's not me in the blue shirt and the black hat and everything's like perfect from one to the next.
Yeah,
like, face is perfect from one to the next. But
hey man, we were overdue for an ideogram shout out. I haven't spent 1 second in ideogram, but hey,
it's weird. I use it in Weavy now.
Do you?
For certain things, it's good for certain things. Like it's not because I'm testing it on when I run stuff in Weavy and I run it to like 7 different image generators. Here's another shout out outside of ideogram. When I do that, a lot of times the image generator that I really like is Mystic, which is Magnific's image generator. I've been getting like banger stuff out of it lately, to be honest. Like really.
Oh yeah.
So. I don't know if anyone's played around with that. I feel like that one sort of gets lost in the fray, but because we're just using it for upscaling. But I've been really digging it. It's got some, because you can do it in 4K. It's got some extreme detail and texture, and it's just like if anyone's playing around or wants try some different stuff, I'm shouting out Mystic right now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, I generally like what Magnific's been doing.
Yeah.
But all right, okay. Well, let's wrap this, and I think we can kind of see what else we have coming forth with Midjourney. In the meantime, we've got plenty of different examples and things that we can get into that go a little bit deeper. But it was fun to kind of like have some more time with the video, the loop, the end frame, kind of play with some stuff there.
Yeah.
And
it'll
I
be
think for like
next week, dude. It'll be something next week.
It'll be something next week. Now. And you know what? This is just if you are still here, this is just a reminder. More and more people are jumping onto this stuff. There's still so many people that have no idea how to use this tech. They're still learning. They haven't jumped all the way in. I just think about even I've got a team of designers on my team, a small team. I mean, I've got one guy really like pretty deep, kind of deep, and everybody else is just dabbled, but it's just like, you gotta dive. You gotta dive now. Like you have got to start figuring this out. And we've been talking about that, but it's just like, we are still very early in this game. And I always think back to that thing that you always mention too, is like one of the biggest, advantages or leverage that you have is being in early and then stacking the knowledge over time versus trying to digest too much at once, you know? And so I think about that a lot. And this has been fun, man. I'm glad we got to catch up. Back-to-back weeks. We're not traveling all over the place.
Nope.
We're not
back, baby.
We're still, lives are still crazy, but we made time, and we're here. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. Rory, anything you want to say before we go?
Like and subscribe. I got to start saying this at the beginning.
Yeah.
I think we just gotta. We might
get out
have
of the
to
way
do
at
the
the
YouTube thing, guys. We might have to do it just because we have to. We do the thumbnails now. We kind of straight away now it's a thing. So we do the our weird thumbnails to get the views and the clicks. But like and subscribe. Anything you guys do helps. Tell your mom. Tell your friends. Tell whoever. Tell your dad.
I like how you say tell your mom. Don't tell your dad. Tell your mom.
No.
Tell your mom about us young guys.
Just two nice, respectful gentlemen talking about robot art.
That's right. Oh, shit,
that's what we do.
Hey, by the way, with July wrapping, we started this podcast in July of 24. I want to say it was at the beginning. Maybe. I can't remember if it was the beginning or the end. Either way, we're overdue for a 1 year Sally. So
we do. Then we got to do it live. Maybe. Might have to do one live. Bring everyone back into the mix.
Let's do it. Episode 47 wrapping up. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Rock and roll. See ya.